Good morning, everyone. I'm Aaron Sebastian. And today, I'll be explaining the C programming to manage and process student record. Okay, let's move on to the program. As you can see, as in the displayed program, as you can see, yeah, I hope everyone can see this. In this program, I'll be explaining. In the first line, we say hashtag include stdio.h. That is hashtag include of standard input or output library for functions like printf and scanf. Then struct of student bracket, struct of student, and we open our bracket. Starts the definition of a student user defined data type or structure, data type of structure named student. And in the third line, a member of the structure to store roll number, that is an integer. And on the fourth line, we give the variable name 50 space and character variable. And in the fifth line, we give variable mark the float data type with 3 size. In the sixth line, we give total the variable total with another float data type. And in seventh line, we initialize a variable average, which is in float data type. And we close our bracket opened in the eighth line. And the ninth line, we write int main function and open the bracket again. And in the 10th line, we declare 3 variables, that is nij, which is an integer. And in 11, and in the 11th line, that is structure of student of S, declares an array named S that can hold up to 100 student structure. And in the 12th line, prompt the user to input number of students. And in the 13th line, read the integer input for the number of students stored in it. The 14th line can be used to start a loop that iterates n times once for each student. The 15th line can be used to print a header for the current student being processed. As for the 16th line, prompt and the current student roll number can be made. With the 17th line, you can read the roll number and store it in the roll number and store it in the variable called roll number. Members of the ith student structure of S of I. And in the 18th line can be used to prompt for the current student's name. 19th line can be used to read the name of the string and store it in the variable name member of S of I. And in the 20th line, we can initialize the variable total mark for the current student to 0 before calculating the. And in the 21st line, we can start an inner loop that runs 3 times for each subject. And the next line, the prompt of the mark of current subject. And the next line can be used to read the mark that is float and store it in the jth element of the variable mark array for S of I. And the next line can be used to add newly entered subject mark into the student stored variable called total mark. In the 25th line, we again close the bracket. And in the next line, we can calculate the average mark divided by the total, dividing the variable total by 3.0 using 3.0, ensuring floating point division, and store it in the variable average member. In the 27th line, we can again end the main student loop. In the next line, we can print the header row for the final output table. The modulus 10 and modulus 15s, modulus 10s and modulus 15s format specifier left align with the text with the specified width. And 29th line is actually useless. You don't need this. But if you want, you can write. Otherwise, this is just for decide. And the next line can be used to start a loop to iterate 10 times to print the data for each student. And the next line can be used to print the roll number, name, total, and average for the current students. The mod 10.2 format specifier ensures that a left aligned float displaying only two decimal places. And in the 30-second line, we can end the output loop. And in the 33rd line, we write return 0, which can exit the program successfully. And in the next line, we can end the main function. Now let's try running this program. Let me move this to here. Let's run it. Enter the number of students, 3, roll number 1, Aaron. Enter the mark of the metro, 12, 30, 2, name, 0, left, 22, 31, 7, 21. Now we can see the total and average of this program. So thank you for watching. Thank you and have a great day.